Have you ever had that weird feeling where you remember something completely differently from everyone else? Like you'd bet your life on it, but somehow you're wrong? Well, welcome to the Mandela Effect, named after Nelson Mandela, who thousands of people swear they remembered dying in prison in the 1980s, even though he actually passed away in 2013. But here's where things get really interesting. These shared false memories aren't just some random glitch in our collective minds. They're increasing at an alarming rate. Think about it. The Monopoly Man's monocle that never existed, Pikachu's black-tipped tail that was never there, or the famous Luke, "I am your father" line that was actually, "No, I am your father."
Okay, this is absolutely crazy. Let's take a moment to process this.
This Monopoly Man Mandela Effect is one wild ride of collective brain glitching. Picture this, millions, no, probably billions of people swearing on their grandma's grave that the Monopoly Man rocked a monocle. But guess what? The rich dude never, not once, flashed that fancy eye gear in any official Monopoly artwork or branding. How did this monocle myth explode into the stratosphere of false memories? Is it some cosmic joke or just the universe messing with our heads? It's like everyone got hit with a freaking memory warp bomb, and suddenly Mr. Monopoly was the snazziest one-eyed tycoon on the block. Nope, no monocle ever. All right, let me hit you with this wild brain bender, the so-called Pikachu Mandela Effect. Yeah, you heard me right. People are absolutely losing their minds over this one. Thousands, no, scratch that, millions of folks are convinced. Pikachu rocks a black-tipped tail. But guess what? The little electric rodent's tail is actually all yellow, not a single black spot in sight.
This iconic line from The Empire Strikes Back has been twisted and butchered in pop culture for decades. Like, who hasn't heard, "Luke, I am your father," right? But guess what? The actual bombshell moment, "No, I am your father."
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
More and more people are discovering new discrepancies every day, and they're not just small details anymore. What's even more mind-bending is that these aren't isolated incidents. Social media is flooded with people sharing their "wait what" moments. The Fruit of the Loom logo without its cornucopia, Kit Kat suddenly losing its hyphen, and the Berenstain Bears that many swear was spelled Berenstein.
No, wait a minute. I know for a fact Berenstain Bears was with an E.
All right, buckle up, because the Berenstain Bears Mandela Effect is one of the most mind-boggling, head-scratching phenomena this planet has ever witnessed. I mean, how do tens of millions of people swear on their lives that it was spelled Berenstein Bears, not Berenstain? Like, this isn't just a tiny slip-up, it's a colossal, universe-shaking glitch in the matrix that's got people losing their minds. Seriously, this isn't your everyday, "Oops, I forgot where I put my keys" kind of thing. No. This is the kind of memory glitch that screams parallel dimensions, alternate realities, or some sneaky time travelers messing with our childhood memories just for kicks. And don't even get me started on how many people swear up and down that they grew up reading the Berenstein Bears. It's like an army of confused souls all shouting, No, you got it wrong. It was definitely Berenstein." But then you pull out the books, the official merchandise, the copyrights, and bam, it's Berenstain staring back at you like some cosmic joke. So what is going on? Are we living in a simulation that got a little buggy? Did some sneaky government agency rewrite our memories? Or is the universe just having a laugh at our expense? Whatever the truth is, this is one of the most insanely baffling, jaw-droppingly mysterious phenomena of our time. These aren't just misrememberings. They're shared by thousands, sometimes millions of people. But here's where we need to ask ourselves some serious questions. What if these aren't mistakes at all? What if reality itself is more fluid than we thought? Because alongside this surge in Mandela effects, there's something else happening. More and more people are reporting experiences of reality shifting. Moments where they have experienced alternative versions of their lives, or witnessed impossible changes in their immediate environment. I'm talking about people finding objects in places they've already checked multiple times, having conversations that seem to repeat, but slightly differently, or experiencing déjà vu so intense it feels like they're living in parallel timelines.
This sounds like simulation theory. Let's take a quick dive into it.
The idea that our reality might be simulated isn't new. While many attribute it to the Matrix movies, philosophers have been pondering this for centuries. Plato's cave allegory suggested humans might be experiencing a false reality, but it was Nick Bostrom who really brought this theory into the modern spotlight in 2003, with his fascinating paper suggesting we're likely living in a computer simulation. Think about it. If technology continues advancing at its current pace, eventually we'll be able to create simulations so complex and realistic that they're indistinguishable from reality. And if that's possible, what's to say it hasn't already happened? What if we're just characters in an advanced civilization's version of The Sims? Now, you might be thinking this sounds crazy, but let's look at some peculiar things about our reality. Have you ever experienced déjà vu? Or noticed how quantum particles behave differently when observed, almost like they're being rendered only when needed? Even the mathematical nature of our universe's physical laws seems suspiciously perfect, like computer code. Here's another weird one. The simulation theory might explain the Mandela Effect. You know, those shared false memories, like thinking the Monopoly man had a monocle when he never did. Could these be glitches in the system? Some of the world's brightest minds, including Elon Musk, believe there's a high probability we're living in a simulation. He argues that given the rate of video game advancement, we've gone from Pong to photorealistic 3D worlds in just 50 years. Imagine what we'll achieve in another 1,000 years. Consider how dreams work. Your brain creates entire worlds, complete with complex characters and scenarios. If our brains can do this naturally, imagine what a highly advanced civilization could achieve with superior technology. The more you think about it, the more things start making sense. Those moments when you lose your keys only to find them in an obvious place you already checked. Maybe that's just the simulation loading your items into a new location. Those coincidences that seem too perfect to be random, perhaps they're part of the program. But here's the real mind bender. Even if we are in a simulation, does it actually change anything? The emotions you feel, the relationships you build, and the experiences you have, they're all real to you, aren't they? Whether we're living in base reality or a sophisticated computer program, one thing's for certain. Our reality is fascinating and full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. And these aren't just random people on the internet. These are your neighbors, your co-workers, maybe even you've experienced something similar but were afraid to talk about it. The really wild part? Scientists are starting to take these phenomena seriously. Quantum physics already suggests that multiple realities could exist simultaneously. What if we're not losing our minds but actually becoming more aware of these shifting realities? What if these Mandela effects are actually glimpses of these parallel worlds bleeding into our own? So next time you notice something that seems off about your reality, don't brush it off. Maybe, just maybe, you're not misremembering at all. Maybe you're one of the growing number of people who can see the cracks in what we call reality. And that, my friends, is both terrifying and fascinating.
Well, what do you think? You magnificent bunch of curious minds. If this mind-blowing roller coaster of a video got your brain doing backflips, smash that like button and slam the subscribe button. Get ready for daily doses of the wildest Mandela effects, the craziest theories that'll twist your noodle, and glitches so bizarre they'll make your head spin. You do not want to miss this madness.